Just the giggling intro. It's exactly what I need. I am catching up with Hillary Allen, post the USA Vertical Challenge World Championships. Hillary, how are you?
Oh, I'm good. Yeah, it's a mouthful. It's like the World Mountain and Trail Running World Championships.
Thank you for correcting me. Say it again, one more time.
So World Mountain and Trail Running Championships. That's basically what it is. It's combining basically short distance trail running, like a vertical kilometer, which is where you climb 1,000 meters in 5 kilometers. The short trail, which is like marathon, the classic, which is basically around 15 kilometers, so it's like straight up, straight down, and then the long trail. So this is like mountain ultra trail running, an 80 kilometer usually is the distance around there. This course this year had it was 80K and 18,000 feet of climbing, so about 6,000 meters. So
speaking about that, you didn't train for the 80K, and we're going to circle back to that.
That was basically, I have run 80Ks before. I've run many of them. I've run 100-mile races. But this season, actually, I changed it up. I was training exclusively for a short distance, like uphill only race, which is that vertical kilometer. And I qualified earlier this year in June to represent Team USA. And
however, there's a little wrench that you got a phone call. So you've trained all summer for this short, gut-wrenching vertical uphill challenge. Mm-hmm. What happens then?
Yeah, so I had gotten a call. This is Wednesday night, before, like I, kind of gotten situated. I was ready for my race, completely focused. But there had been some there had been some chatter about, some athletes maybe were injured and, what's going to happen if we need like a full roster. And I got a call on Wednesday night, literally at 7 p.m. My race is the next day. And they tell me that, Hillary, that there's someone injured on the long trail team, and we're going to need you to step in and run the 80-kilometer race on Saturday. So that's in 3 days' time. If you want it. And I'm like, so again, there's like this thing throw my way. And of course, like immediately I'm just like, I get this kind of like rush of adrenaline, and I'm like, what do I do? And so instead of focusing on that, I tell, and spiraling, I'm like, okay, like this is a great opportunity. And can you give me an extension? Because they had to have a deadline to tell the official roster, 7 a.m. on Thursday. And I'm like, I'm going to be racing this VK. I'm going all in. I'm focused on this VK. Can you guys give me until the end of the day on Thursday to make the decision? And again, it was there.
After you race for the race that you trained for, you qualified for, and you finished second on the American team.
Yeah. So this is the coolest part, is that like even then I was on the start line, like in the starting corral, and the chatter was high, and people were asking me even on the start line of the VK. They're like, "Oh my gosh, I heard this. Are you going to run the 80K?" And I'm like telling them like nicely, I'm like, "Yeah, just let me run this race first."
I just want to run straight up this mountain first, okay?
like super hard, and like I'm basically telling myself of just like, I felt like very like impenetrable. Like I was just like, I'm focused on this 100%. This is what I have to do. And I wasn't letting that outside noise dictate my mood or my motivation or let me spiral or think anywhere other than the present moment that I was in. And that's basically what I did in the vertical. And I had come into the race qualified as the third American. I finished the race as the second American and top 30, actually finished 29th, which I was incredibly proud of. And then, I am celebrating that. And at the end of the day, I had to like take a quiet moment for myself and really think what I wanted to do. And I told myself that if I'm going to be doing this 80-kilometer race, I have to do it for me. It's for no one else. Of course, I want to represent the country. It's an incredible honor, but I have to do it for me. And I have to commit to finishing the race before I say yes. And that to me is important because I've been working really hard on my mindset, and I don't want outward results to dictate whether or not I feel good about it or whether or not I'm going to finish or it's worth it for me to finish. Like I had to make that decision right there that I was going to finish no matter what. The only thing that was going to prevent me from finishing is if I got injured or if I got timed out, because there were aggressive time cutoffs. And
you said
yes.
And you finished 69th for a race that you had not trained for.
Yeah. And
awesome.
It's like, to put that in perspective, I mean, I have run a lot of 80-kilometer races. I've, set course records at 100K and 100-mile races. I have the experience, but like to perform at a top level, you have to have specificity. And the longest run I had gone on in preparation for, the VK that I was training for was like a 20-mile run on the roads. So like it takes maximum like 2.5 hours. And this race that I competed in I finished in about 13 hours. And it was just like unrelenting. And, I actually had a ton of fun. And
there was no trail. There was
like, oh my gosh, like Pyrenees are the most savage mountains I've ever run in. And there was like, to describe parts of that run as a trail would be a gross overstatement. You're like grass fields. There's kind of like some scrambling on a ridge line. It was incredible. Like it's the exact kind of mountains that I love, but it's like it's very hard. And to put that in perspective, like there were 212 starters. I believe 10% of the field didn't finish due to time cutoffs because it was so aggressive. And then of course there are some people who just didn't finish the race due to injury. And so I finished 69th, which is like in the top third of the finishers at the Trail World Champs. And Team USA, we ended up getting second place as a team. So
silver medal. So you stepped up, took one for the team.
Silver medal here.
Congratulations. And it's always great to see you. And what's up next for you? Give me the short list.
I'm going to do something that's totally scary and new. I'm going to do a road marathon, see how fun it is. I don't know, challenge myself in a new way. And then, I don't know, plan some fun trail races for next season.
Well, I can't wait. I can't wait to see what happens. So great catching up with you, Hillary.
You too.
Congratulations again.
Thanks.